Next on the stage at Cosmoverse, one of my favorite blue friends, the co-founder of EXIDIO, Mr. Dan Edlebeck.
Coney Daddy, I appreciate it, bro. Hell yeah. How you guys feeling? Feeling the vibe, especially after Tor came and gave us the focus and true need for privacy online. So I'm Dan. I'm the co-founder of EXIDIO, and we're a software development company building on the Sentinel network. And Sentinel is the leader in end-to-end encrypted, decentralized VPN. But before we get into Sentinel and all that is encrypted VPN, I want to talk about the Web3 and where we're going and what we're building. So we started, I don't know if you guys remember, at least me in my basement getting pissed at my parents because they were on a phone call and I couldn't get connected to the web. And I had to wait for them to get on the landline and be able to, chat with my friends on MSN Messenger or AOL Messenger. And that was early stages of the web, right? Early 90s. And the web was truly decentralized. Anyone could build a website, and you could connect, and there was Google search, there was search, but that's really all there was. So it was a read-only architecture, and we were able to get access to information, but it wasn't really interactive. And then, as one of our fellow panelists here, Meltem Demours, likes to say, our digital overlords came over and kind of took the stage for Web 2.0, right? Google, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, they came and they made our experience online a lot more seamless. They made it for a more natural and better user-friendly experience online, and we gobbled it up. We loved it. And they grew in size and they grew in power, and we consistently traded off security and privacy for convenience and better user experience. And on top of that, in Web 2, we saw the rise of both social networks, Facebook, Snapchat, and then also we saw the rise of the sharing economy. And we're able to start interacting and having more meaningful relationships online with social channels, and also being able to monetize some of our assets, like sharing our home on Airbnb or driving our Uber car. So the web became a far better and more useful place, but we basically tied our hands behind our back and gave all of our freedoms and said, Zuckerberg, take it and have fun. But now we're reclaiming the web. We're reclaiming the ability to have autonomy, the ability to interact directly and have value accrual back to us that are participating in these networks in the Web 3.0. And here's a bunch of protocols that are building on the decentralized web where there are no intermediaries that are taking all the cut, and we're able to participate directly. But as Tor was talking about, privacy is a core tenet and a core issue that we faced in working in, operating in this world we have for the past 15, 20 years in Web 2.0. Zuckerberg went so far as to change the name of his public company to Meta because it's been dragged through the mud so hard because of the amount of times that he's taken advantage of his users and put us in compromising situations while monetizing our data. We've seen, many big companies leak user information, user data, and it's a significant security concern. A friend of mine had her identity stolen, and she wasn't even able to purchase a house for the period of 3 years as she was fighting to get her identity back, and it was leaked from a big company. Marriott leaked 500 million people's information, including passport information. And Shoshana Zuboff is a professor at Harvard that wrote the book, The Age of Surveillance Capitalism. And we're seeing that we don't have the rights online, and we need to focus on getting a better experience for ourselves, and that's where we're building with the Web 3.0. So the Web 1 and 2 was all about access and flow of information. Web 3 is also about bringing natively sharing value and being able to do commerce with one another online. So core tenets of Web 3 are, it's been amazing. Just a week ago and 13 years ago, the Bitcoin white paper went live. In the last 12 years, we've been able to directly transfer funds with one another in real time. But not only is money and value a core tenet of the Web 3.0, we're building decentralized applications that are natively peer-to-peer, that we're able to share with one another and actually participate in the value accrual. And we're going to reclaim our information to our data via ZK snarks and other opportunities where we're able to control our data and disclose what information we want based on what the protocols allow. And so specifically within value of Web 3.0, it's completely changed the game, right? With the Atom token, I can send tokens to Coney Daddy, and he can get them instantaneously. No one can stop me from doing it. It's globally accessible, it's immediate, and it's nearly cost-free. So now we're opening up the world of value to nearly 8 billion people on the planet. So it's a really incredible opportunity for us to reclaim the web and be able to have far more autonomy online. And we're seeing these protocols happening in real time. So, in the US, we use Venmo to transfer value. But actually, my wife right now is, we got in a tiff with a crazy ex-landlord that was a slumlord, and he said that there was a fraudulent transaction and renounced the transaction from his bank connected to Venmo. Now she was in debt $1,000 because Venmo recalled the transaction and put it on her. Now we have, Kepler Wallet. We have Cosmos Station Wallet, where we're able to monetize, we're able to claim and custody our own funds and be in control of our financial destiny and be able to transact natively, seamlessly. We have, the building blocks and the web services of the web that we come to depend on today is controlled by very few companies, AWS having a massive market share. But we have data centers all around the world that are not leveraging all of the space that they have, unused computers and untapped resources. Akash network within the Cosmos ecosystem is leveraging that and building decentralized AWS. They're building decentralized cloud compute that we can work with today, and it's fully functioning. The social graph, dominated by Facebook, is getting decentralized, and Desmos here in the Cosmos ecosystem is building out a native social graph. And OmniFlix, shout out to the OmniFlix team and putting on this entire event and helping with web services or with video streaming, is offering us to have a decentralized way where we have video streaming and it's not all under the powers of Google. And the Web3 infrastructure is getting built today as we see it. So all the different layers of the stack are getting built. Kyle Samani from Altcoin Capital put out a very thorough analysis of the Web3 stack and how we're actually building Web3 protocols that are in existence today across the entire stack. So decentralized storage, there's Siacoin built by Skynet Labs, there's Arweave. These are key protocols that are building decentralized storage. We have tons of layer 1 blockchains. We have decentralized cloud compute like Akash network. We have decentralized domain names or name bases like Handshake network. We have last mile internet connectivity like Althea. And we have decentralized bandwidth like Sentinel. So we're building out this stack. But the challenge is a lot of these protocols don't speak to one another. But I see a beautiful vision happening before our very own eyes within Cosmos and the Inter-Blockchain Communications Protocol. Now, especially once Cosmos starts to open up shared security, I believe projects and protocols that are building on the Web3 stack that might not already be native to Cosmos and might not have already integrated the Cosmos SDK will bring these protocols onto the Cosmos SDK once we have shared security. And once we do that, they'll all be connected on the IBC, and we'll be able to interoperate and have composability natively. And this is massive. This is where we go from these ideas of Web3 to actual end-user experiences that work seamlessly. If you guys haven't been to mapofzones.com, you need to go. It's so cool to see in real time all the transfers happening on the Inter-Blockchain Communications Protocol and where this is the core infrastructure that the Web3 stack is going to be built. So I couldn't be more excited to be at Cosmoverse and seeing the Cosmos community come together and see that now we're actually realizing this vision that we've been talking about as an internet of blockchains for many years. So where does that leave Sentinel? Sentinel is just a bunch of blue friends. Just a bunch of green frogs that hang out. Sentinel is a peer-to-peer bandwidth marketplace. So Alex here from Solar Labs could offer his bandwidth to the network, And if I want to be able to get VPN and route my traffic through Estonia and have decentralized VPN, he would offer his bandwidth to the network, and I would be connecting to his node. But the way that the Sentinel architecture works is that he's offering his bandwidth and he's posting it to the Sentinel blockchain. And so the Sentinel blockchain is housing and storing all of the active nodes and all of the connections to VPN nodes online in real time. And then if I want to connect to his node, I might be using a mobile app or a desktop application or a plugin, and that front-end application that I'm using is calling the blockchain via API to get the list of nodes. And then I connect to his node, and Alex is monetizing that bandwidth, and I'm paying him directly. So it's a peer-to-peer network where people can offer in a decentralized marketplace bandwidth, and we can all connect to it. And anyone's able to offer bandwidth to the network and earn income for doing so. And it's also a great way to onboard people into the crypto ecosystem that might not be ready to put capital up front or get into this ecosystem and risk their money. They can start earning by providing value to this network. Just a high level, so Sentinel, like I said, is the peer-to-peer bandwidth marketplace. I'm the co-founder of EXIDIO. And EXIDIO, we're a software development company. We have team all around the world. A lot of our team is in Bangalore, and I was just there working with the team. And EXIDIO, we're building applications on the Sentinel network that directly integrate with front-end applications or help people build their own applications and integrate on the Sentinel network. Also, the Solar Labs team has been partnering with us very closely, been a big supporter. They're also building on Sentinel, and it's been awesome to work with Solar Labs. And then finally, the S&T Foundation manages the DVPN treasury and manages the blockchain and works with the validators to ensure that the Sentinel blockchain stays active. So Sentinel is the first project that's building native privacy at the network level for any decentralized application. So Sentinel isn't one front-facing DVPN application that you can use on your phone. Sentinel is the network layer, and any company that wants to build a VPN or anyone that wants to be an entrepreneur and build their own VPN and leverage a peer-to-peer network as the base layer infrastructure can come and build on Sentinel. And it's actually a lot cheaper to do that than to run your own VPN company, manage all of your own nodes. And another huge value of the Sentinel network is if you are a centralized VPN company, a lot of your IP addresses might get flagged and blacklisted as a VPN IP address, and then it doesn't provide that censorship resistance you're looking for. It doesn't actually get you access to the content in jurisdictions that otherwise would. But with the Sentinel network and with it being a global peer-to-peer network with primarily residential nodes, we're able to stay active and be able to beat some of these censorship-resistant challenges. Shout out to Greg Osuri, CEO of Akash. He was laying out the Web3 stack and just called out a lot of the projects that are kind of building some of the most important infrastructure in the Web3 stack. And we mentioned several of these, but shout out to the Graph protocol, now building on CØSMOS. And at the bandwidth or networking layer, he called out Sentinel. And so Sentinel is a infrastructure layer for decentralized applications to build on top of and to be able to get native privacy within their app. And so if you'd like to do that, you can work with EXIDIO, and we can support that integration process on the Sentinel network. We can help you with building out any of the custom front-end applications. And we also are working on having true interoperability and working with projects that are also building out the Web3 stack. So all applications connect to the Sentinel network natively resolve handshake domains. So if you have a decentralized DNS and you're using Handshake, any website that you're connected to when you're connected to Sentinel, you're able to resolve HNS domain. So Tor, that was just up here, awesome guy. We love the privacy work they're doing at the layer 0 and having native privacy for smart contracts. We're working with them. We're working with Akash. We're working with Siacoin at the Skynet Labs. We're also partnering with Panther Protocol, and they're building out other privacy-focused applications for DeFi, and they're building out a native privacy wallet. And we're working with Handshake, and like I said, resolving HNS domains. And actually, if you want to start earning and offering bandwidth to the network right now, there's a really cool website and really cool software suite that just came out called the Handy Host, and it's handyminer.computer. And this software application is a desktop native application where you can offer bandwidth to the network, you can offer your file storage, and you can offer your cloud compute. and you earn DVPN tokens, Coin tokens, AKT tokens, and you also earn HNS tokens by resolving HNS domains. So we're actually starting to see that the Web3 stack is building user-centric applications that we're actually able to monetize all of these excess resources. At a high level, Sentinel is provably end-to-end encrypted. All applications built on the Sentinel network are open source. You can review the code and ensure that it is an end-to-end encrypted connection, and it's peer-to-peer. And that really distinguishes us from other players that are centralized VPN companies. And even some other projects that are building on blockchain haven't truly had a peer-to-peer network that's live and that's functioning. So I think we've really well positioned ourselves for the long term. We have a ton on our roadmap. It's been crazy. So we're building out mobile the EXIDIO is building out mobile applications connected to the network. Solar Labs is also building out mobile connections, mobile applications on the network. We're building out desktop applications. All of these are going to be coming out live by the end of the year. And we're working on, next year, launching a router that is an OpenWRT firmware router that natively offers encrypted connection to all your devices that's connected to that Wi-Fi signal, and also natively resolves HNS domains, and you can seamlessly provide bandwidth to the network. So really excited about that product. It's going to make it far more seamless for anyone to integrate with the Sentinel network, have the router, and start earning DVPN tokens in real time. Another thing we're building out is a multi-hop relay network, so that the network itself can have multiple hops and even greater privacy. But today, I'm excited to announce that we're launching the first Sentinel decentralized VPN application built on CØSMOS. So if you have an Android phone, able to download it right now. Really excited about this. It's been a long time coming. We've had a ton of good support from the Sentinel community and the whole Blue Friend gang. We've seen across the globe 500,000 downloads of applications built on the Sentinel network, built by EXIDIO. And across those applications, those have been built on our testnet on Ethereum. This is our first application natively peer-to-peer, built on our own CØSMOS SDK chain. And with this application, you're able to pay node hosts directly. So it had been subsidized before, and now it's a real live monetized network. And we're really excited. So this is a proof of concept application. We're still working out some of the features, and you'll be getting an update if you're using this application that there'll be a native EXIDIO application being built out on Android, and then we have more applications. Our iOS applications are coming out later this month, and then we'll be also offering desktop applications. So we've been crazy busy at work, not a lot of sleep, a lot of travel, but I'm really energized by the team we have. I'm really energized by the CØSMOS community, and I'm really pumped about seeing privacy as a core tenet of the Web3 and how Sentinel is helping to move that forward for consumer applications. If there's other questions, you want to learn more about Sentinel, feel free to hit me up, ask questions now, and then I'll also be at the booth. We're really excited about what we're building.